got a couple things that's happened off camera. I have been catching Pokemon too. It hasn't been like excessively catching Pokemon. I just kind of been catching what shows up at the house. We do have an Igglypuff. I cannot wait. I actually want this one to come in right there. And I want to start leveling him up. With that, that's our Pokemon, but let's go over everything that's happened off camera. This is now a factory furnace, so it runs on power. We have our simulation chamber running. We're actually down to our last prediction, so we're going to have to do something about that. We're going to want to get more ender pearls going. Now, we have storage. I have been busy. I've extended this wall out, moved our pylon, and we have wireless charging. And I've been putting up stuff. So yeah, there's that. I have kept our Poke tokens. All our Poke token things that we've gotten, they've stayed up here. Now, if we look in here, our problem is Pokeballs. If we come out here, I have a trader. He's a max trader, but he wants 11 Poke tokens for and a red apricorn for a Pokeball. Isn't a bad trade at all. And then of course we got our fisherman over here. I've been using coal to level him up. But that is not the greatest way of getting Pokeballs. The thing about this is like, see, they have that E with an asterisk over it. So, like, you can't put the E. In order to make Pokeballs, I think we're going to go with Oritech. You're going to use iron rods and a couple other things besides this. I don't want to do create. If y'all have watched any of my videos, I'm not the biggest fan of create. So I think to make our Pokeballs, we're definitely going to use Oritech. Yeah. Which is going to take us a lot of work to get this done and set up and doing the things. But our little pickup guy over here, he's putting in work. Like, we have blank lids, copper ball, brass, iron, and we are also going to take these guys out. Oh, we got 8 Pokeballs from there. We got 2 pink lids, 2 red lids. So, I mean, we're getting a lot. So I 100% recommend having this right here set up. Now these are TMs and TRs, so we need to grab our I think the rest of them are TRs. Yeah. And then let's put these guys up. Oh, ain't you a cute little thing? And I caught another ponyta. So we have 2 ponytas out here filling up this cauldron into this fluid tank, making this obsidian. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and I moved our windmills all the way up to the sky. Oh dear Jesus. We got all the Endermen. Okay. Now I want all these Pokeballs to go right there for now. And we're going to grab out our prediction matrix. Grab our Ender Pearls. Put that guy in there. Now we also have a wireless terminal, but we only have 8 wireless things here, so we can only go 38 blocks away. So that's all we had. That's all we could make right this minute. Now, I think on today's agenda, the first thing we want to do is I want to get an alloy smelter and an osmium compressor. Yes. And I would like to get into this soonish. We actually don't need that. But in order to get these things, we need grains of affinity. And in order to do grains of affinity, we gotta light bedrock on fire. So that's what we're gonna go do. I really just need to put a waystone down to bedrock. Off camera, I've also been gathering a lot of resources and stuff, but I also want us to go to the deep dark today, so that we can get all the modium, so that we can get to the mining dimension. Okay. But to begin with, I forgot this guy was even down here. Hello, how are you? I was really kind of hoping that we were going to have more bedrock available. But that's okay. We're not doing this one because I'm standing on this one. I'm doing good. I'm still a little congested up from being sick, but other than that, I feel pretty good. And I think we're just supposed to wait. Yeah. While we're waiting, though, I'm going to make this room bigger. Because we're going to be using this for a while. There we go. Right now we're getting grains of infinity. Now we are going to mystical agriculture, but we still need grains of infinity to even get the grains of infinity seed. And this is how you would get your grains of infinity. You just kind of light bedrock on fire and wait for it to burn out. And as it's burning out, you're gonna see, as you can see on my hotbar, we're gonna be using the grain, well, suspicious seed. Why do we have a broken thing? I know we just got an update, so some things might be. So grains of infinity, we're gonna need it to make a void chastity, which you're gonna need grains of infinity for in order to even get your alloy smelter, and a couple other things. Like if we look in here, you'll need grains of infinity for a couple things, like your basic capacitors, suspicious seed. I don't know why this is broken. But yeah, and then you can also get the infinity book by having a book and quill, grains of infinity, and lapis inside the enchanter. And then this is also how we get grains of infinity seeds. I think 26 is going to be a fantastic number for us. I think you only need 4 to make the seed. So that leaves us with 22 that we can work with. Now, I do want these to be put off of our system. I don't want our system to use them. And I'm going to put those broken ones in there. There we go. We need 3 furnaces. And I think we have everything else. Awesome. So we're gonna have to make some more of this stuff. So we're gonna need, I think that's why I didn't make it, is because I had to go on a resource grind, because our redstone supply is not great. So redstone and copper. Which will leave us still with a good amount. Alright, we're going to go ahead and have this guy do that, and we're also going to go ahead and put this guy down. That basic capacitor I was talking about, we are definitely going to need one of those. super simple to make. And there we go. Now with that, we can also now make these nuggets, which kind of gets us into all kinds of things. I want to get into auto crafting soon-ish, but I would like to make another building for that. And we're just going to let that kind of work its magic. I hate that every time I do this that it starts raining. Now, we have brushes. We need to go and do things with that. We also have more modulars that we got from the quest. I would like to get some more of those working. And of course I did get us a new trainer card. Finally. That took forever and I ended up having to just craft one. So what we're going to do with these brushes is, I think it's almost dark, right? Yeah. Let's go to bed. And I started putting where we needed to brush things on a waystone, because I didn't want to do it off camera. I figured that would be... Hey buddy. I was actually really not expecting y'all to show up. But we're gonna let these guys, yeah, that main guy over there. Not too worried about the spider. Okay. So right here, this is called a archaeology or something. I don't really remember. I think it's under this one. Yeah, gotta find them all. This is a prehistoric suspicious mound. So we're gonna go ahead and take this guy off. Oh, I didn't bring a shovel. Dang it. We're gonna go ahead and do a bunch of that. Okay. That creeper's gonna run away from us because we got our kitty shoes on. So what we want to do is we're gonna want to sit here and do this. Dude, really? The sturdy beast cage, because we're going to be getting into bees. That's kind of why I'm not wanting to get into a huge amount of mystical. I don't think that one's one, no. That actually kind of looks like one. It is. I think this suspicious sand looks a little hard to tell sometimes. New. Yes. But that's just me. It might not be, and I just be overthinking it. Yeah, like I just really find it, like you have to really look. So sometimes I'll just like go with it and just try and brush them off. See, like this one's one. I didn't even realize it was. I know some people have a system of even spotting them. I have no idea. I think that one might be. No. Okay, we done this one. Oh yeah. Now on these, like to break them, you have to shift and then click them, because these are like generating blocks. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all of this one. As you can see, you get a good bit from this stuff. And we actually ended up with a fossil. That's awesome. We ended up with 2 fossils. And it looks like we got a rock, a white herb, a mirror herb, raw copper, and an energy root. So now if we go /home, I am going to go ahead and just put most of this stuff up. And we'll put our fossils in there as well. I have a tendency of dying, so I don't want to lose them. Now we have another one over here that needs to be brushed. Yeah, okay, now see these 2, I know these need to be brushed. They look a little different. I actually, I think there's a guide for it. Yeah, fossils. If you want a surprise on which fossils, give them. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So you can take a hex fossil, and there we go. It kind of gives you a whole thing. And then bird plus this, so then we can get all kinds of things. Yeah, they're a little more dark in the center. Why does that look different? Oh, that's rooted dirt, that's why. From what I understand with the whole brushing thing, there's supposed to be like a lot. That actually doesn't look like one, right? Yeah. I think that's all we're getting out of this hole. Maybe. As I say that, we're digging super far down to get these. Okay. This is crazy how far down these go. Yep, that was it. And then our house is literally just like right over here. Let's go to bed real quick, get rid of the zombies. Not only that, I think our ponytails and stuff will kind of take care of some of those too. So we didn't get a fossil out of this one. That's kind of sad. But we did get two of our waystones back. Now I'm going to put our brushes back just in case. Now we do have a spider spawner, but I'm not worried about going to pick it up because we also have a zombie spawner down there too. So that gives us two more spawners to actually play with. We already have a blaze spawner. Wait, it's in a box. Yeah, right here. A blaze spawner. I would like today to have that set up for blaze rods. That's something we are going to be hitting up with. Another thing we're going to be hitting up with is we're going to go ahead and accept all of our rewards. Yay. That gave us... Oh, we got a backpack. Okay, cool. These are done. So we are going to go ahead and make this guy. With that though, I think it's time for us to move these guys over here. Yeah, like people get mad at me because I don't use my backpack for a lot of storage, like when I'm out and exploring, because we have this /home. I can just come home and put the stuff up. But I use it for like all my like Pokemon stuff and my tools and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll even have a backpack sitting out like on top of this guy. But for now, I just threw it in there. I think we have 3 backpacks now. I do think it's time for us to move these guys so that I can extend our power out. Oop. I think it's time for us to move these downstairs. Go ahead and link them back to the system. That guy can just sit up there. I'm trying to debate if I want to move our power this way one more block, or if I just want to set this on top of it. I think I'm just going to do that. So we have our basic setup that we need to actually do things. That makes me happy. I would also like to work on some more potions to get put in our pylon, like regeneration, strength, and water breathing, and fire. Those are the other 4 potions I like to have infinite amount of. I do like having the backpack for, sometimes I'll tote 2 backpacks on me, and I'll just fill those up with, like, the loot and stuff. Yo, man, why am I lagging? Okay. Now that we have this guy and this guy, we are good. How about we do a Poke Battle? I think we can do that. We need to go here, though. So we need a wild lens. I'm pretty sure we can make it. Yeah, pretty super simple to craft. Let's go. Find all of our XP candies. I don't ever use the extra small ones. So I just go ahead and start letting them turn into the small candies, and I like getting the medium candies. So if we do this, we're going to give our Jigglypuff one, puts him at 15. And then we're going to use our small candies to level them all up to 16. wish there was a balance grid here. I would also like to make a second one of these, but I guess we could do that real fast. They're super simple to make. We'll make a green one this time. And that'll immediately start getting us our mediums as well. I actually don't know what this guy's gonna have Pokemon wise. And I think I really can't wait for us to get up to level past the level cap of 18 so that we can start using Pika. Because Pikachu is one of my favorites. Jigglypuff gives us a fairy ability. I don't really think there's anybody else I would really like to use. Maybe we could trade somebody out. For this guy. I don't think we have an electric type, right? So let's level this guy up. Alright, 16, 16. Let's go hit. I forgot I put him in there right after I've done a thing, and after they get, when you catch them and you do damage to them, they don't heal in the thing. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's take that away. Yeah, Zubat is, of course, has a weakness too. Yeah, if you hover over them, it'll tell you their weaknesses. Like, this one's weak to electric, ice, and two others. But we have an electric, which this does super effective on. So that, oh, of course. Yeah, I don't think electric's gonna do much on this guy. He's weak to fighting Pokemon, so I'm gonna change out for our fighting Pokemon. Oh boy. I was actually not expecting him to take that much damage. But that's okay, because he could... Oh! We missed! Oh wow, I should totally get revives. Hold on. I forgot to grab our revives. What else is he weak to? And also, if you hover over, they do a really good job of, like, letting you know. I forgot to grab revives. That is terrible. Because this guy does a lot. Yeah, and his only weakness is fighting. I really want my gas. He has a lot of speed. And he's immune to a lot of the... Oh, I forgot to change their moves out. Okay, we're gonna have to stop this because I forgot that... well, hold on. We don't even have to do that. Hold on. And can I get... Can I run right here and grab these? Did I already move them? Yeah, because this thing is not hooked up to our thing. Oh wow, we only have one revive. We're gonna have to make more revives. I didn't realize we only had one. There is... Yes. I forgot what they're called. Does anybody remember what they're called? It's like a potion, though. There we go. I love that it lets us do this. And if you look right there at the bottom, it says versus. So it's neutral, 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 and neutral. I'm a little... Yeah, this one says he's immune, but like they still done like super amount of damage to us. So I think we'll have this guy come out. We need to get this and this. That also gives us another thing. Wait, no. And then I want to sacrifice this one to heal this guy. And then I want Mankey to come back out. Now I'm pretty sure Mankey ain't gonna be able to do anything else. Yeah. But that's okay, because everything else can knock him out. That's so cute. Oh, of course they use a heal. I forgot they can use stuff too, but they used all of their things. I think I want my other one anyways. I love these battles for the whole fact of the matter of like, even though you first fight them, you can fight them again multiple times. I really am. I made a mistake because I didn't change their movesets. That should have actually been a thing. I should have changed their movesets. Especially since I leveled them up a bunch. So they got new moves. Which luckily Oddish has Mega Drain. I think we caught it with Mega Drain on it. And Mega Drain is an awesome ability. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep healing up Oddish. Not the most effective way, because we could have done a couple different things here. And Oddish is gonna fight our battle for us of taking this guy off. There we go. Good, Oddish. It's been a while since I've played any kind of Pokemon game, so I'm still trying to learn. But we're getting somewhere. Some of it's coming back. And if we take our trading card and we hit this button, we are now level cap 20. So we can now use Pikachu. And we need another... We have another battle, which is the Scope Lands. So that will be nice. Honey bottles, you say? Do we even have any honey bottles? Oh wait, this goes in a campfire. Let's finish doing this.